Stop eating my back. We,
I don't think a moment of silence is an issue at this point. So
that's true. But nailed it for cover art.
Yeah, this was a weird one to make because I love making my cover arts. I like to do parodies of the original cover art, but
we love everything that we put into the show, and we actually started talking about this last week because everyone was like, "So do we make it like an Owen cover and tribute?" But like he said, we like to try to stay, with the original a little, and we did it. Like I didn't know totally what to do, so I sent him that picture of me pointing up, and I was like, "We could both do like this, and you could put us in between." Undertaker and the logo where that empty space is, but he came up with this, and I like it much better. So he took the Undertaker's spot. We got Owen there. It's a nice tribute. I dig it.
Yeah.
Very well done. Bravo.
Thank you. I really liked Owen Hart. He was a really good wrestler. It's a tragedy on what happened to him.
Yeah, and something else. I'm glad you didn't start yet because I want to bring this up too. He was loved by everybody, obviously, but the person that felt the worst about this for a very long time was Eric Bischoff, because he was actually the one that ended up getting these guys to drop the Blue Blazer. But again, I'm sure many people know and heard, these are the same guys that were doing it with Sting every night. And they rehearsed it several times, and no one didn't say anything.
Did they stop doing it with Sting after this?
I think they did for a while. 99. He may have never done it again in WCW, but he did it eventually in TNA. Now, if I'm wrong, I might be wrong. I'm trying to go by memory because that was a long time ago. I don't think he did it right away for sure, but he might have done it again after a while. But yeah, these are the same guys that dropped Sting, but this was not in the original script. It just happened to be that the people that dropped Sting were in the same place WWE was, so it was one of those deals where someone called Eric and was like, "Hey, these guys are here. Is there anything you think they could do?" And Eric said he looked through the match card, and when he saw the Blue Blazer, he thought, "Wow, that would be like and Owen was going to win the title, so he thought, man, Blue Blazer comes in like that."
Who was he supposed to face? I don't remember
that. The Godfather was the champion.
Oh.
Yeah. So imagine how Eric felt for a long time. But the family was never mad at Eric. They always blamed WWE, but I don't think at first that they knew that. I don't think Eric came out right away and told that story, but he's the one that actually arranged it to happen. But again, Owen never said he felt, that he didn't want to do it, because he could have said that, But I've never heard a bad story about Owen Hart. Everybody loved him. They said he was the biggest joker of all the wrestlers, which I could see.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. And that's part of the reason I say he's the better Hart. Maybe it's not wrestling wise. You could argue if he's better wrestling than Bret, but he had personality. You know what I mean? Like Bret was just Bret, and that's fine. He was good in the ring, but Bret was kind of just Bret. Owen could be a bad guy, a good guy, funny, serious, psycho, and he was fucking good, man. He was good in the ring. Could you imagine if he was still around? I bet he'd be one of them guys still going, just like Dustin. I bet he'd still be going. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. I think we're ready to start the pay-per-view. By the way, if you want to follow along or watch before or after, whatever, everything we watch is on the cock. Just go to your Peacock. I actually had to type this in again. I don't like the way this is laid out on Peacock. I don't know why it's so hard. Why is the cock so hard, please? I mean, what's the problem?
Not the time, Boomer. Not the time. We've talked about this.
If you go through...
I love a good cock joke, but...
If you go through the premium live events, you find no way out, or you find over the edge, but it's only the one over the edge that was in your house. So then I'm like, don't tell me they don't have this. I just did all this work and they don't have it on there. But when I typed in over the edge, I can find it. What the hell? I don't get it. But anyway, let's do it. Let's start it. Let's start over the edge 99.
Oh, come on.
Come on. All right, so here we go, over the edge, 1999. In fact, it's May 23rd, 1999, Kansas City, Missouri, at the Kemper Arena. 16,472 fans. We got good old JR and the King on commentary. By the way, quick shout out. I can't believe I forgot this at their bullshit corner. Happy birthday, HBK.
Oh, okay.
You want to know how old Sean is? Are you ready to feel old? Not as old as him. Shawn Michaels is 60 today, folks. 60. Yeah.
Is he still just a sexy boy?
I mean,
I'm sexy, Grandpa.
sexy grandpa. All right. I didn't want to forget, you didn't remind me, but I didn't want to forget about the dark matches, but they kind of touched on the one that I was really wanted to make sure I covered. But here are the dark matches because you're going to love the other person who made a debut during the dark match. The first dark match was Brian Christopher against Meat.
Meat?
Meat.
Meat.
That's real. Meat.
Okay. I
Yeah.
forgot about Meat.
Yeah. And WCW.
I think I sort of remember.
He was Sean Stasiak in WCW.
Yeah, that doesn't really help me at all, actually, to
The
be
next
completely
one
honest with you.
that I think was probably fun. I wish we could have saw this. I bet it was fun. It was only like a 5-minute match, but we had the Hardy Boys with Michael Hayes
Oh, we
taking on
missed out on
taking on
Hardy
Gold
Boys.
Dust and the Blue fucking Meanie. Why didn't we get that on the pay-per-view? The Hardys against Blue Meanie and Gold Dust. Why didn't we get that shit on the pay-per-view? But the other match I was going to mention, but they showed highlights of it because they're talking about what kind of shape Mr. McMahon is. And Vince fought fucking Midian in a dark match on Sunday night.
Oh yeah, they kind of mentioned it. Yeah,
they mentioned how he took Austin's place because Shane was trying to. This is still that we're carrying over that story where Shane has the power right now, carrying that over from the last pay per view. So he was trying to make Stone Cold wrestle before the pay per view, and Vince took his place valiantly. Took his place.
Yeah, this whole Vince McMahon being
Shane
friends
McMahon.
with it's just weird.
A little weird, ain't it?
It is a little weird.
So here we go. We kick things off with the tag team title match, and I love me some tag team wrestling. And one of my guilty pleasures during this era was definitely the champions of this match, Kane and X-Pac. I thought they were a fun tag team. They're taking on D'Lo and Sexual Chocolate, baby.
I love.
We have Sexual Chocolate.
I love that we got Sexual Chocolate already.
Interesting though that he's wearing street gear, isn't it? He's not even wearing.
That is weird. He is. It is kind of weird that he.
But they were probably like, well, we don't know what to do yet. You can't wear. They're probably like, no more nation gear, guys. The Nation of Domination's like 25 years old. You got to stop wearing that gear.
Yeah.
Interesting, they kept them together too. They are a good team, but the Nation's been disbanded for a while, and we still have D'Lo and Mark together. But D'Lo has his own music. They're wearing their actual. Henry's in street clothes, but D'Lo's wearing new gear. It doesn't say. Which he has been for a while, actually.
Honestly, I don't fully remember what the Sexual Chocolate song was. It's been a while since I've heard it. I'm pretty sure he had music.
He did. And I would have to Google it because I'm pretty sure Isaac Hayes sang that shit.
Isaac? Wait, what?
Chef, yeah.
Chef?
I'm pretty sure Chef sang his... Until it turned to... I'm talking Sexual Chocolate theme, obviously, not the Mark Henry song, because later on it's 3-6 Mafia. But I think Isaac Hayes sung that Sexual Chocolate theme. I could be wrong. It's sexual, baby.
I'll be damned.
Anyway, what an opening match, huh? This was some fun shit. I love me some good time.
It was.
This was fucking a blast. X-Pac got killed like 12 times at least. X-Pac's dead.
Poor X-Pac.
I don't know how the fuck. Dude.
Also, it was kind of weird. There was a time where they were showed X-Pac laying down on the ring, and I swear, I feel like Mark Henry was eating chocolate before he came out as Sexual Chocolate, because there was a couple brown spots on the bottom of X-Pac's trunks that just seemed a little odd.
Didn't look like a schmelting accident, did it?
Yeah, schmelting.
Unfortunate schmelting accident.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a fun match with a lot of high spots, and the fucking highlight of the match. What about some Air Kane? We got to see some Air Kane, and it was.
We saw a couple, and Jerry the King was saying something like, "Kane thinks he's a 747 over here." It was a good line by Jerry the King Lawler. The couple of spots that I want to bring up is one, D'Lo. There was this. It was just a simple Kane throwing D'Lo over his shoulder. D'Lo reversed it and like landed on his feet, and it was cool as shit. I want to say
that was a cool spot.
It was.
I must be a moron because it was not. I thought the guy sounded like it, but it's just saying Jim Johnson made the song, so I don't want anybody getting mad.
Oh, okay.
And he's all twisted because I was wrong about something. Anyway, continue, Michael. Let's keep.
Oh yeah. Kane doing a body slam on Mark Henry and the choke slam was pretty impressive.
I love me some 99 Kane. I love that he still has this full mask to where all you can see is his eyes. And like every time X-Pac was getting the fuck beat out of him, the hot tag came to wait like till he was almost there, and then he would go like this really slowly. Like, love this Kane, very impressive too, and huge. And like you said at the end with that choke slam, like we know how this works, and Mark Henry had to help us still. That was like a picture perfect choke slam on Mark Henry, and he is not a guy. Mark Henry looked good too. This might have been one of his best matches. He's been around for a while now, so he's getting better in the ring.
Yeah,
and good. That leg drop on X-Pac, I thought he killed him.
Oh yeah, and speaking of leg drops, D'Lo, I think I've mentioned it before.
We talk about it all the time. It's one of the
D'Lo has one of the best leg drops in the business.
Yeah,
I love the D'Lo leg drop, the little head shake and then just snap drop
straight down.
I'd be terrified to receive that leg drop. I think,
except I'm sure when he does it right, it takes it all on his ass. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
But still, I wouldn't want to take it either.
Also, did you see Kane doing a reversed pile driver?
The reverse,
like an inverted pile driver.
It wasn't a pile driver; it was the suplex.
Or not pile driver, suplex.
Yeah, suplex.
Inverted suplex.
First time I saw Kane do that for sure.
Well, they even said that's the first time he's done it. They even say the commentators mentioned it. First time he's done that.
Even when he took him and put him in position, I was like, "What the fuck is he doing? Like the Scorpion Death Drop? What the fuck is he about to do to this guy?" He hit a fucking reverse. And it was just classic tag team wrestling. There were like 3 different hot tags because every time X-Pac got in there and had a little motivation, he ended up getting his ass kicked. And then at one point they had him outside. And they just beat the fuck out of X-Pac to try to make it just Kane. But come on, it's fucking Kane. Okay. Apparently you need to ask somebody who you're in the ring with because it's fucking Kane.
Right.
Say. And I think I mentioned it a few weeks ago how X-Pac said, and I think Glenn Jacobs has said it too, like these two made a lot of money being a tag team together. Some of the most money they ever made. Being the tag team champs, so selling those tickets. But it was a great way to kick off the pay-per-view. And in case we didn't mention it, because we didn't, X-Pac and Kane still walk away the world tag team champions.
After X-Pac got flattened.
Yeah, X-Pac's dead. He got dropped on the guardrail. What else did he do to him outside? Didn't he throw him he threw him in the corner post. Mark Henry took him and put him in the corner post. Like,
that looked like it hurt.
At least 5 times, and he sells it so good. Like X-Pac knows how to get his ass kicked. It's important.
Man, when he gets pulled on the corner post, all I could think of was Certified G. You can't teach that. you can't fake that. Is what I want to say. Yeah.
Also, it was one of the few times. Remember when we went for the Bronco Buster and D'Lo moved or got pulled out of the way? That's one of the first times I ever saw him land on his feet like that. Like he stopped just in time and landed on his feet on the bottom turnbuckle instead of slapping the old Beans and Franks around. Yeah. So that was a pretty cool spot too. It was fun. It was good.
Do you think when Sexual Chocolate pulled him into the corner post, do you think it's because he was jealous of his relationship with China?
Could be.
It's like, I want China, bitch. Let's take out that. He was taking him out for other reasons than wrestling.
I think one of his favorite songs was China's Grove. Oh wait, that was China Grove, not China's Grove. My bad. China's Grove. Anyway, what do we think of this? I thought it was great. Great way to kick off.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was.
I don't remember this match. I know I watched it, but I don't remember it. And
I know I've seen it too. But yeah, it was really good. I'm giving it a 4. I'm going to give it 4 inverted suplexes.
I'm right there with you. I'm going to go 4 Air Canes.
I was debating on that or 3.5, but the more we talk about it, the more I really liked this match. This was a lot of fun.
Tag team wrestling. The crowd was into it. Every time Kane got the hot tag, the fans popped. Like everyone loved everything. Even on some of the other moves that the heels did, it was great. It was a great way to start the match. And who was with? We forgot to mention what diva was out there. Was it Jacqueline?
Ivory. It was Ivory.
Ivory. Okay.
Yeah, it was Ivory. I also like that essentially this is a mirror image tag match because
I was thinking
you got 2 big guys and then 2 little guys.
Yeah, even though he was a little bigger than X-Pac, I thought the same thing. Like it's an evenly matched, Even the
Yeah.
styles are similar, like the way D'Lo and X-Pac would wrestle, and the way Kane and Mark Henry wrestle. Yeah, so it's good shit. It's what I like. It's what I
Yeah, it
like
was a lot of
about
fun.
you. Look, I'm just double checking. We get hate mail, right? I just wanted to make sure.
We
By
sure
the way, when
do.
Mr. McMahon fought, he had his croonies out there with him. It was Ivory. You are correct. Tell him what he's won, Johnny. Tell him what he's won. You get to do the show with me next week. That's your prize. You would do the show anyway.
Huzzah.
All right, well, let's see what's next. All right, well, here we go. Match number 2 for the Hardcore Championship, a rematch. I believe it was our last pay-per-view they fought.
They have fought
But we did just see
Backlash. I think they did fight at Backlash, yeah.
Yeah, so a rematch and another good match, man. It's a shame that we know it's tied to this because so far it's a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know.
This was fun. I told you I remembered it because they went all over and they did end up going all over the place, including trying to go in the women's restroom for a minute.
Like, the woman yells at him.
Yeah, like maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe you shouldn't do that. I wish there's a lot of spots in here we could talk about, and I wish I would have wrote down more of the fucking commentary because my God, there was so much good commentary in this. They're fighting where the concessions are, and Al Snow or Hardcore Holly picks up like the powder container for the funnel cakes or whatever, and JR is like, "Oh no, not the funnel cakes." And I don't know why, but JR tried to sell the funnel cakes. About made me piss myself. That was oh no, not the funnel cake.
All I could think of is like, man, they got to pay those vendors quite a bit for all this.
And that was the line from Jerry because he said something about who's going to pay for all this stuff, and JR was like, "Don't worry, it's not coming out of your check, King." We got to pay for that.
Man, he even destroyed a whole thing of fucking cotton candy, the softest material.
Now, this is where I'm not trying to sound like one of those old guy wrestling fans, but I will, and that's okay. This was a good hardcore match, and we didn't need any fluorescent tubes or pizza cutters or fucking boards with spikes coming out of them to have a good hardcore match. You just got to sell this shit. There were fucking sheet trays. There were sheet trays and a dead deer head in this, which I don't remember Pierre.
I forgot about.
I remember Head. I don't remember Pierre. That's when I had a neck brace on. It was decomposing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know.
His shirt had "In Memory of Pierre" airbrushed on it.
Yes.
I apologize, wrestling fans. I do not remember the Pierre storyline.
All I could think of is when we get freaking Chavo Guerrero and the horse. The horse, the hobby horse or whatever.
The pony on the stick. Yeah. It's a
pony
stick. It's a stick. It's a stick. The ending of this I loved. It looked like Al Snow had no chance. He wasn't moving. Of course, Hardcore.
He literally fell down.
Fuck, he sold so good, dude. I was a little worried because Hardcore goes to set up the table. It was broke, and Hardcore Holly's crazy ass was like, "Fuck it, I'm using it anyway." One leg was broke. This bar was gone.
I know. I saw it was broken. Yeah. I'm like, is that a good idea? Maybe don't do that table.
Hardcore don't give a fuck.
This actually reminds me. I was trying to think of this. This was something I wanted to talk about in the last match. The selling in the last match. There was a part where Mark Henry punched X-Pac and he flew across the ring.
Yes.
Sorry. Anyways, continue.
No, we should have brought it up last match, and it's in this match too. And this is what we're missing today: is selling,
overselling too. I love it.
Yes. Like that's the reason that a lot of finishers aren't finishers anymore.
I'm still really excited. I cannot wait until we get Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
I cannot wait.
The oversell of the century, and it hasn't been beaten to this day. Oh, you want me to lose to Hogan? Okay. I'll lose to Hogan. You want me to make him look good? Got you. It's the greatest.
I've never actually seen it, but I've heard about it, and I want to watch it. I cannot wait.
Because I was a fan of both of them anyway, even as a Hogan fan, I couldn't even be mad. It was so fucking hilarious that I couldn't even be pissed off at Shawn. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, we'll get there. He's selling that shit like he's fighting Thanos or something. But anyway, I love the end of this too because Holly thinks he's going to put Al Snow through the table, but Al finds the energy probably from Head because we all know Head gives energy. If your man's tired. Anyway. Al Snow puts hardcore Holly through the table, and then he fucking lands right on his Beans and Frank with his head. He basically headbutts his crotch, and that's how he pins him. It was great.
It was good.
Fucking great.
Good. It was good stuff.
And you know what? I don't know if this happens often, and I know it was a hardcore match, and I don't care. It's another 4 for me. I'm going with 4 heads.
I'm doing 4 powdered sugars.
Fucking A. See, you're right there with me. I don't. Yeah, because it was entertainment as hell. Great way.
It was fun. It was a blast. I loved it.
Yeah. And I happened to be looking. I was looking at the match card, and I looked a little bit ahead, and we have something that you personally love on this card. We get a Survivor Series match basically because it's a 4-on-4 elimination tag.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, that's not next, but we do have one of those on this card. So,
yeah, that's nice. Let's get going. I want to get to that.
Let's see what's next, though. Let's do it. All right. Well, before we talk any more about the pay-per-view, we have some breaking news. That won't be breaking when you listen to this.
No.
Sad news. Yeah, won't be breaking when it comes out, but it just happened, and we lost Ozzy. Just a couple of weeks. It's been a week or two since his last concert.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to watch a match, and my co-host literally yelled fuck really loud. Excuse me, don't know if you remember that, but you yelled fuck really loud. And I'm like, what?
I did.
What? So,
yeah, because so I got a message from my sister that I hadn't even looked at yet. And then I also got a message from my friend, and that one, there wasn't a picture. My sister sent me a picture. And I didn't look at the picture because you can't look at that notification wise.
Yeah.
But then my friend's like, we lost Ozzy, and then I was like, oh, and then I decided to check the picture and found out that's exactly what she showed me as well. So
it was on
I
Facebook.
got 2 different people telling me.
Then I googled it to make sure Facebook wasn't fake killing anybody, but I'm not. It's sad. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not shocked. I think a lot of people thought it was coming. His last concert felt more like a goodbye to everybody. A lot of people are saying that because he was miserable. Now he was happy that night, but he's been bedridden for years now. His body just shakes out of control, and so it's not too shocking to me. But it still sucks.
Sounds like it's not that terrible of a thing for him either. It sounds like now he's in peace,
Yeah, exactly. And knew it was coming, so still sad. Still sucks, but I'm glad he got to have that last concert because it was an amazing thing. And actually, they are, I'm sure they're going to add other footage to it and stuff, but they're actually releasing it in the theaters. And so I'm sure that it'll be available on Blu-ray and all that after it's in the theaters, I'm sure. So whoever didn't get to see the concert will get a chance to. And what can you say? Ozzy was amazing. Not only his music, but I remember watching his fucking reality show when it came out, which was
I did not watch it, but
it was actually one of the first reality shows, and a lot of people don't realize that. At least that type of. And the crazy thing is, in the first season, they just literally were like, "We're just going to follow you around," because we all know reality is not that real. So the first season is really bad and boring. Ozzy's having cereal for breakfast, but then it got better as it went. But and then did you ever watch the show that him and Jack did? They had a supernatural. I never watched it, but I think it was a supernatural themed show.
I don't even know what you're talking about, actually.
Yeah, it was on the Travel Channel or something. They traveled around the world, and I'm pretty sure they looked for
Oh, they explored haunted places.
Yeah, or Area 51 and blah, blah, shit like that. Of course, they didn't.
That's kind of cool.
But I never watched it. I don't know if it was specifically that kind of stuff or it was just them traveling around the world. It was on the Travel Channel. I just never watched it. But anyway, we all know Ozzy's a legend, and he'll be missed.
Yeah,
sure. And he's going home. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the family, and rest in peace, Ozzy. Rock up there, and I can rock with Jimmy and all them guys that are up in heaven, right?
Yeah.
Sad news, unfortunately. And of all the pay-per-views, we already had a kind of sad thing going. And
I know.
And then you had Malcolm drowning, and now we lost Ozzy. Rest in peace, Ozzy. and we got to talk about a match real quick. Though I noticed something. Believe it or not, watching this mixed tag match, the blood's already there in the ring, and Owen hasn't died yet. The blood's already
Really?
there. I saw it watching this match, so I googled it because I thought I know everything, and I don't. So I'll say it's a boomer fact, even though I had to look it up. The blood was, a lot of people thought the blood was from Owen dying naturally. The blood was actually the whole time because on the pre-show and the Hardy Boys match, the Brood came out and dropped a bloodbath, and they couldn't get it all out of the ring. And I legit saw the blood during this match, and Owen's not dead yet. So the blood stain everybody thought was Owen's was there the whole time. I didn't notice it the first couple matches we watched, but I happened to notice it in this match because of something somebody did. I saw it right there on the apron. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I started Googling, and yeah, the blood's from
I'll
the
have to
bloodbath.
look that up. I'll have to keep an eye out.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. So our next match was this mixed tag match with JEWFJRETT, Jeff Jarrett and Deborah against Nicole Bass and Val Venus. And it was what it was. If you notice when the women when you notice when the women were in the match, nothing really happened because neither one of them are wrestlers. Deborah was never a wrestler, and Nicole's a weightlifter. So I'm not quite sure why we thought we should put them in the ring.
Simply because we wanted to have Nicole Bass do something that makes absolutely no sense as a woman that got hit by a guitar. Just pull off Deborah's shirt. Instead of attacking Deborah, she just rips her shirt off. Like, oh no, this will get you. Oh no, you're going to have to show your very lovely body.
I'm jealous of your
I'm really humiliating you.
And then I think she might have raped and or impregnated Val Venus at the end, too. Val might be pregnant. I know men can't get pregnant, but he might be. I'm not sure what happened. Like, if anyone's familiar with aliens and you know what the face suckers are, like that's...
Yeah.
It was...
And Val Venus seemed to like it.
He sold that, baby. He sold that shit.
Yeah.
She's scary, man. And I don't mean that in looks, by the way. Don't try to throw me. Like, I'm intimidated by her. Like, if I saw her in an alley, I'd be like, I'm not fucking with her. I'm good. Move the other way. I don't want no good. I don't want no trouble. And if she knocked me down, I wouldn't get back up. You know what I'm saying, Bart Gunn? You don't get back up.
Need a whiskey drink? Need a vodka drink? Oh, sorry.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Oh, throwing out a little Chumbawamba, right? Chumbawamba?
Yeah, Chumbawamba. Tub thumping, yep.
Look at that. I should be on like a music quiz show. Anyway, this match was what it was. It was fine. It was there. The problem is they just followed two really, really good matches, and I know you have to have one to go get popcorn and beer, so that's probably what this was. I don't know. It was there. I don't even know what to rank it. It wasn't horrible.
I'm going to go with 2. I should have got some 2 popcorns and beers.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm just going to copy you, and I'll give it a 2. 2. God, I don't even know. Ozzy's gone, man. Do we care?
Puppies.
Does it even matter?
Yeah, I know,
Does it even matter? Oh, I forgot to mention that. I'm glad you said that. I'll give it 2 puppies. Deborah had a fucking puppies on her shirt.
Did they?
Deborah had pictures of puppies right here on her shirt. I know we're still kind of...
She's just embracing it.
So King drops this line and says, if Deborah has puppies, then what does Nicole have? Mastiffs?
Jeez. No.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I know, and JR even was like making some comments too. It was just like it wasn't great all around.
I am sorry, but I forgot to mention this the last match, and it's because all this stuff we got confused. But I forgot to mention this about the Hardcore Holly match. And I'm going to backtrack, and I don't normally do. Hardcore Holly had Al Snow up, and he did like that, suspend him in the air, and then he dropped him.
Oh, yeah, that was impressive.
The Falcon's arrow type thing or whatever. But did you hear what they called it on commentary?
Holocaust.
What?
The Holocaust. That's a great name. I'm sorry.
We couldn't do that now, could we? That should be Gunther's finish.
That was a fantastic name.
I can't believe I forgot to bring that up. Yes, the Holocaust. That's insane. All right, well, let's move on. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Let's see what's next. It's going to be better than this, I would assume. All right, so here we go. Our next match. One of the greatest tag teams ever, now broken up. We're going one-on-one. By the way, I forgot to mention this entrance set, and I guess this is the first time I really noticed it. it's kind of like, so somebody took the time and was like, here, I'll build these really cool like steel arches and frame for the Titantron and stuff, and they just throw up these random stained glass windows
Yeah, it was cool.
with panels missing. I guess it's kind of going with the Undertaker and the whole ministry theme. I'm guessing that's the reason they have that set.
Probably.
Um, so I have mixed feelings on this match. It's a weird situation. It wasn't a bad match. I just wasn't feeling it. And I think it's because these guys were such a great tag team that I prefer them with each other instead of against each other, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I had some mixed feelings too, but mostly because I was kind of bored with the slowdown of the submission moves, and then
Yeah.
the one submission move Billy Gunn did, where he put his arms over his chin. It didn't look like he was given any pressure. It looked like he was just holding his head up. It was badly done.
Right.
There
was a lot. There was a lot of slowdown, and right when I was thinking about, man, this is kind of slow and such, is when it picked up. But that was at the end. Like they waited till the end to pick it up a little bit, but it just seemed, yeah.
I did like that. I did like that Road Dogg danced his way out of one of them, but yeah, it was. But my biggest complaint is just that submission move didn't look legit. It reminded me of John Cena's STF, where it just.
I love it. That's your call every time too. When a submission holds bad, I fucking love it. Like
it's my least. I hate Cena that move.
Quit using that Cena submission, bitch.
That Cena. I don't mind an STF, but Cena, it doesn't look like he's actually applying pressure. It doesn't look like. I like submission. I like submission wrestlers. I like submission moves. I just want the move to look like it hurts.
if that was because subconsciously you're like, oh, I don't want to hurt my buddy. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, maybe.
Like, I don't know, because I've heard a lot of wrestlers tell stories that usually, you would think friends have better matches, but they say a lot of times guys that legitimately hate each other have the better matches. Like,
because they don't mind hurting each other.
Right. In this case, they were together so long that you think they. And again, it wasn't bad. It just I wasn't, and the audience popped a few times when there were the high spots, but it was just kind of. I expected more.
I also wanted to bring up. We were talking the other before about Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. I looked it up. I still got a few years.
I thought so. Yeah.
It's SummerSlam 2005.
Oh wow! So that's. I should have remembered that because it's towards the end of Hogan's run.
Yeah, it was SummerSlam 2005 that I have to wait till.
See, you got a minute. You got a minute, buddy.
Got like 5.5 years. Actually, we're about to get to SummerSlam. I believe that would be our next big pay-per-view, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So almost 5 years exactly. Well, no, 6 years maybe.
1 million years.
But yeah, this was I don't know, it wasn't that great. It was I wanted to like it.
Two of my favorites, but they're just better to get. And really, to be honest, and we won't see a lot of it because we don't watch the shows. Billy Gunn's singles run didn't go like they wanted it to. They tried. Even when King of the Ring. Oh, spoiler! Shit! Spoiler!
That is a spoiler. We're about to watch that.
Shit! Was it this year too that did that? Anyway, his singles run just
probably
doesn't go the way that they thought it would. So should have come together. The Outlaws were the shit. What can I say? So I'm just gonna go with the 2.5. Quit spoiling shit, asshole.
I'm going with 2.5. Really bad submissions.
Really bad submissions. Some STFUs.
Yeah. I feel like he called it the STFU because he was giving an FU to the crowd every time we had to watch that shit.
Right.
So, anyways, all right. What's
Dude,
next?
I know what's next. It's the elimination match.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. The corporate ministry against the union, which was a very. I almost forgot about this faction. It was a very short-lived.
I have to bring this up. When do we get? When does the Owen Hart tragedy happen?
Okay, I tried to look it up. And it doesn't tell you, but to my remembrance, and like I said, I'll be able to tell you, it was either right before Triple H and Rock, or right before the main event. It was definitely towards the end of the card.
Okay.
So it's either going to be, after this match or after the next match. But I think it was right before the main event because I specifically remember Undertaker and Austin's faces. Now, you could try to Google too, but I couldn't. Like I said, when I Googled it, it just tells you what the match was supposed to be. Google's not understanding. And I'm like, where the fuck was it on the card? What don't you get? Google, what numeral was the match? But I know it was towards the end, so it's either right before or right after Rock versus.
I'm pretty sure we'll notice because the commentating is very.
The commentating is going to change
after it happens.
And I was kind of thinking, we'll find out too. This will be another thing that would give it away, but I bet they even cut out. I'm pretty sure they probably cut out where JR announces that Owen passed away. They probably cut all that out. I'm thinking any hint of this accident is going to be gone. I don't know because I haven't watched it.
We'll find out
till today, and we'll find out. So.
But
let's do it. We got some eliminations.
Oh, I also saw the blood. I did see the
blood.
It?
Yeah. So see,
that's not what I remember though. I remembered I don't remember seeing actual blood. I remember seeing like a stain.
No. You're talking about the spot. You're talking about the spot in the corner where he actually falls.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about blood.
We should be able to see that. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. We should be able to see that after it happens. That's actually in the opposite corner where the blood was because that's where Owen hit. Yeah, you're talking about the spot where his body actually landed, which I don't think was blood. I don't know exactly what it was, but I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
We should still be able to see that, but a lot of people thought that blood spot was from Owen, which I kind of did too for a while. But
I don't remember seeing any actual.
You're talking about the other spot. I know you're talking. Kind of looks like a
did see
wet spot.
Yeah.
Later on, after it happened.
I assumed it was blood that was cleaned up, and they couldn't get
which could be, which could be, but yeah, we'll find out. We'll have to keep an eye out for that too. Unfortunately.
Okay.
But, yeah. All right. Well, let's watch this elimination match. All right, so here we go. Before our next match, I forgot to mention this pay-per-view is brought to you by 1-800-COLLECT.
That's right. Sure is.
That's probably not a thing anymore, right? Like,
I don't know. I don't think so.
But I saw a sign in the crowd that said Stone Cold call me at 1-800-COLLECT.
Do we even do collect calls anymore? I mean, even international calls on most providers is.
It's an interesting question. What if you're locked up? Don't they have to do?
Maybe it's maybe 1-800-COLLECT is just for the prison community.
All right. So sorry, prison community. We're just curious.
Also 10-10-220.
By the way, have you seen some? That's a whole other subject. But have you seen some of the videos coming from prisons and jails now? Like, since when are we allowed to have our phones in our cells? Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some guy was live streaming on like TikTok showing how he was making his hooch.
You're just letting people deal with their drug empires from prison. That's not exactly a smart plan.
What are you doing? Like, fuck Martha Stewart. I'm going to show you what to do with these ramens, bitches. What's up? Anyway, that's all. I'm getting off track. Our next match is the 8-man elimination, and we have the Union, which is Test, Big Show, Ken Shamrock, and Mankind.
Wasn't Test part of the Ministry before? Like
maybe.
I'm pretty sure he was part of the Ministry.
And before we talk about the Ministry team, I'd love to point out the fact that Mick was wearing, the white shirt and some black sweats, which is, normal. But then he randomly had on his shirt with dolphins. Normally he's wearing like a Mankind or a Cactus shirt. Nope, he just had a shirt on with dolphins on it. So I'm just rolling with this today. It's fine. And they were taking on the Ministry, Farouk, Bradshaw, Boss Man, and Viscera. This match had some moments. It was a decent match. Is it just me, though, or did it get kind of boring when Shamrock got eliminated because he's fucking psycho? You got to stop attacking the refs, Shamrock. You got to stop it.
Yeah, this match was a lot quicker than I expected a elimination tag match to be, 8-man.
The first two of them took themselves out, right? Because
yeah, there was one thing that I freaking was very impressed and loved about this match.
It's gonna be the same thing that I thought. Let's see. Go ahead. What was it?
Big Show holding Farouk up for that choke slam for a long time That is freaking impressive to me.
That was impressive. The thing that impressed me, that one was impressive too. The one I was thinking of was the fucking body slam to Viscera by the Big Show.
Yeah, that one's not as impressive because Big Show is a
Interesting
big
though.
dude.
Something I don't remember talking about that choke slam is that they used to call it the showstopper. I didn't notice it until they called it. He's like, you just gave him the showstopper. Oh gosh.
Oh no,
It's
I was
just
just really impressed
that
by that
was
choke
you're
slam.
right. And Farouk's not a little guy. You know what else
No,
was
he's
impressive from Farouk was how long he hung on during that ankle lock.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think that's a feat of strength though.
No, but it's so impressive because at this point, it's been once the ankle lock's on, game over. So it still shows that he's a badass. Maybe it's not a feat of strength.
I love the ankle lock. Don't get me wrong.
Me too. And the
I
fact
was just
Farouk held on that long, that was pretty cool too. But yeah, you're right. It was quicker than you think an elimination match. But of course, they had a lot of matches on this card, and most of it was fun though. It had some good high spots. I expected a little more shenanigans. I can't talk. You did get the classic boss man tried to run away and say "fuck this" and Big Show's like no, and threw him back in the ring like a fucking rag doll.
Yeah.
Like, and Boss Man's not a little fellow, but everybody's a little fellow compared to the Big Show. And I just want to point out that we've seen this happen before. Like, I don't understand why certain people during this time period, certain performers, don't get the credit they deserve, because we've seen this happen to Head, and now in this match, Mr. Sacco won, but you're going to announce Mick Foley won. We're not going to acknowledge who actually won this match.
Mr. Sacco won a lot of match, to be honest with you. But
Sacco,
you know what I want to say? I was sad because I thought we were getting so close, so freaking close to get the return of Big Boss Man's magical belly button. It was buttoned down the side. It was coming out, and it never fully showed itself. We haven't had it in a while.
It's a throwback. Look, notice something about that picture he made down there, that graphic. Like, who knew even back then, before I was on the show, that my belt was famous then as well? Same title.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did not get to see the magical belly button, and that is a shame.
It is a shame.
It's very sad. You're
but
right, that you know what's crazy about that is in WCW it happened a lot too, and he wasn't even Boss Man. Because he couldn't be Boss Man in WCW.
Oh yeah.
He still had the belly button issue.
So I'm gonna go with 3 Big Show choke slam showstoppers. You said showstoppers.
Yes, I heard them call
three showstoppers.
So I don't remember that, but yeah.
That was the one thing I took out of this match, and it was enough for, yeah.
Even though it was only one that got taken out, I'm going to give it 3 refs down. 3 refs down. Shamrock fucking belly to belly the ref because he didn't want to break the hold. Like, and then went to put it back on. Like, fucking lunatic, Shamrock.
Yeah.
You're a fucking lunatic. Man, we're getting close, so we're going to be able to tell. We're going to know. We know what our next match is, and we can all tell by the commentators, as you mentioned, and other signs, whether it happens at this spot or if it's after this match.
Right.
So
all right.
To the last 2. So let's do it. All right, here we go. And before our next match, we actually got a video package showing us how The Rock and Triple H have been feuding, and that darn Triple H broke The Rock's arm. How can you break the people's arm?
Very rude.
Let me see a backstage segment where Triple H attacks The Rock, and I found it hilarious that he was going to attempt to cut the cast off with a pair of scissors. Not like strong, like good scissors either. They almost look like the elementary school ones, like our safety scissors. Thankfully, Mankind saved him and then got a lead pipe for his helping. That's what his reward was. I kind of forgot to mention all night they've been doing. They don't do this a lot anymore. They were doing the walkout interviews all night, and I forgot to talk about that. They're literally interviewing the wrestlers right before they go out to have their matches backstage. Kind of a cool little touch. But here we go, 1-on-1, The Rock versus Triple H. Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say, didn't you mention earlier that they probably cut out a Blue Blazer?
Well, yeah, because I mentioned
as well.
I did mention that. I'm guessing that they're not going to have the Godfather or the Blue Blazer. I can't remember exactly when Jim Ross had to announce. I'd be surprised. I don't even think we'll see the announcement of the death. But again, I don't know. We're going to find that out shortly.
I feel like it's going to be hard to cut it out if they talk about it
Yeah,
during the
because
match.
I think they talked about it during the main event. It might have been before. Like I said, this is one I just chose to never revisit because of,
Yeah.
it's just that sad aura around. And then we're recording this today, and on top of that, Ozzy has to pass away on the same day. And of course, we just had Malcolm. This was just, it's emotional, man, even all these years later. But this is our next match. Do we have to say anything? It's the fucking Rock and Triple H. Hello. It was horrible. No, I'm joking.
I will say that I did have one slight complaint.
Okay.
It seemed like sometimes The Rock forgot that he was supposed to have an injured arm.
Yeah, and I can imagine that. I can imagine that being hard to sell. It wouldn't be so bad if they weren't trying to sell it as broken. That's the problem.
Yeah, like he lifts. I remember him lifting Triple H with a Samoan drop. Would that hurt your arm? If your arm was broken, that would probably hurt if you lifted someone up for a Samoan drop. So
yeah,
that was my really only complaint. But other than that, this is a solid match.
A couple times he forgot, and a couple times he oversold the arm too. So that was a little. And I can imagine in the heat of the moment, in the middle of the match.
Heat of the moment.
It could be hard to remember that. I could imagine that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's like one of my only complaints with this match is like sometimes The Rock forgot he was supposed to sell that he had a broken arm. Also, hey, we just got The Rock back. I thought we were going to be losing him for a little while because you were mentioning he's filming movies, but
well, I wonder. I'm trying to remember the timing because they're selling this broken arm, and of course Triple H attacked us some more after the match. So I'm not sure if he's already. I'm not sure where he's at in Hollywood. But I feel like this has to be a tease for the Rock and Sock, right? Like maybe an early tease. I can't remember the exact.
Ooh, yeah, we could be getting close to that.
Because I do, like I said, I almost forgot about the Union, but I know that doesn't last long. That faction does not.
I forgot it even existed.
Right, because it was literally just like a randomly thrown together. I don't know what to do with these guys. Put them with Mick Foley and let's see what happens.
Well, I think the Union is literally a group of guys that all part of the corporation.
The corporation, yeah.
Because Mankind was a long time ago. Big Show just got kicked out. I'm pretty sure Test was in their last pay-per-view we were watching.
Testies, 1, 2.
And Ken Shamrock. I don't think Ken Shamrock ever was.
No, maybe he rejected an offer.
Maybe he brought these past people together. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember the story behind it, but like I said, it was short-lived. It was just somebody to fight the corporate ministry, the ultimate evil.
Well, they just lost one of the biggest factions with DX, so they needed some more.
Yeah.
You got this giant ministry situation. Like, that faction is huge.
Oh, yeah, it's everybody because it's 2 factions in one. It's a 2-for-1. It's the Blue Light Special. Attention, shoppers. We have a 2-for-1 on factions and aisle 12. 2 So, yeah, this was entertaining. Kind of a bummer to end it in a DQ. But, once again, here's a wrestler that, you know what, ref, if you don't want to do what I want you to do, then fuck you. I'm just going to. And I think Triple H, for a minute, I thought he got legit busted open by the chair, but more than likely he did the old job on the outside when the camera wasn't on.
Yeah, I like the attacking the ref. It just showed how frustrated it kind of gave the feud heat. I felt
this one I liked, and they were done differently, right? This one was because, like you said, it kind of showed the feud. Shamrock's just insane. His was a totally different takeout.
Yeah, but I think Shamrock just had it. Wasn't this around the time that Shamrock just was attacking every ref in every match?
Yes, remember, because it was
every match.
It was several pay-per-views back where he took out everybody and lost that match for the title because he just took out everyone.
Yeah, they had this whole angle
where he just boys,
did not give a shit.
Babies, like he didn't care.
Babies.
I'm joking. Shamrock does not ankle lock on babies.
Just ankle lock on like this little tiny ankle.
Oh shit, we're gonna get canceled. There goes our double digits for going back from 10 to 2.
I don't think this is the most offensive thing we've done.
No, I've listened to some of our shit. It's definitely not.
This is pretty tame, I would say.
So good storyline, good match. I am going to give this 3.5 chair shots.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3.5. Remember, you have an injury.
Remember,
Remember,
and you know what?
I'm
It's almost better to forget from it than where you've seen wrestlers in the past forget which arm it was. Like if he would have started selling the other arm, that would have been
yeah,
worse than
yeah.
forgetting. So at least there's that.
You just forgot that he was supposed to be hurt.
All right, well, we know what the main event is, and we're going to see what the aura and everything is like. But it's Undertaker and Stone Cold with Shane McMahon as referee. So this is once again, let's play the old game everyone loves to play. Let's screw Steve Austin.
Yeah,
Yay! I mean, yeah, corporate ministry, referee, and opponent. So I don't remember the outcome of this match.
I
So,
don't either, but yeah.
yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's watch the final match over the edge. All right, so here we go. The main event for the WWF Championship: Stone Cold versus Undertaker, with Shane as the special ref. And let's just say, one, if you didn't know what happened at this pay-per-view, you still would have never known what happened.
Yeah, it like because I knew what happened, it felt like nobody was as excited. Nobody was as like the moves that were being done felt like they were kind of held back.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you noticed that,
I
but
mean,
to me,
the commentators being able to hold it together, like, it was
yeah,
crazy. I mean, to me, we can talk about specifics, but to me, because of knowing what we know, this was a 5-star match, hell, a 10-star match for everybody involved, not just the wrestlers. Because everyone out there at this point knows that one's dead.
yeah.
No one in the arena knows that one's dead. But
I don't know. Sometimes there was times where I wondered if the arena knew too, because it seemed very quiet.
It was quiet, but I mean, obviously,
Except for when Stone Cold came out, and a couple times when Stone Cold got the upper hand.
I mean, they obviously knew Owen was hurt because he was taken out on a stretcher. It was just never announced. It doesn't mean some people probably weren't like, "Oh man, I don't think he made it." But yeah, you're right. It was a little quiet at first, but the move you could tell. I guess even if you didn't know what had happened when they came back, you could tell where it had been edited. You could tell where it had been cut. Like right before the main event, you could kind of tell where they had chopped everything out. I guess though, even if you didn't know what happened, you could tell the mood in the arena changed. Everything did change. It wasn't dramatic like I remember.
I thought it was way more dramatic, but
And
I felt it. Maybe it was
could,
just my feeling I was remembering.
you could see it on the Undertaker's face when he
The
came out.
Undertaker was the one that you could tell the most.
The most, yeah, you could see it on Undertaker. Shane, even though too, even during Shane's entrance, he wasn't even really trying to be heel.
He wasn't smiling. He was just.
He wasn't frowning. He wasn't playing a character. He was just looking around, and you could almost see it in his eyes, like, did this really happen? Like, what?
Yeah,
so
Shane also noticed a little bit. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, I guess it sounded counter. I'm not trying to contradict myself. You could definitely, there was a change for sure, but I think you could feel it more in the arena and through the wrestlers than on the commentary. I seem to remember the commentary being a lot sadder, but that was probably when they had to announce it, is what I'm remembering. At this point, on commentary wise, it'd be hard to tell they know that Owen's dead as far as the commentators.
Yeah, they didn't even mention it during the match.
They weren't as, they completely cut everything out. They weren't as joking as normal, and maybe their tone was down a little bit, but yeah, you could feel the change. You could. And like you said, some people in the arena probably did know. It's just this was before we had, there was no instant way. And they're saying that a lot of people didn't know exactly what happened because before he fell, the actual arena lights were all turned down. But I mean, obviously, everybody saw his body in the ring. Everybody saw him get moved.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, to me, and you're right, you could see it, but this match, and it was even kind of hard. Was it hard for you to even like focus on the match? I was focusing more on the people.
Yeah, me too.
Match. If that makes sense? Like all I could think this whole time was they know, and they're still going out there, and they're still telling the story, and they're still having a hell of a match, and they're still able to pull off being their characters, even though they know. It was definitely weird to watch.
It was awkward.
Yeah, but it's still 5 stars. Knowing what we know, and even if we didn't know what we know, from what I absorbed, it was good enough that it would still be a 5-star match. Vince came back. The whole night they were playing the single where Vince got hurt from Midian. He had a broken ankle, I think they kept saying.
Yeah.
Um,
Because he got attacked in the pre-show.
Right. He actually had that match with Midian. It was supposed to be a match.
Yeah, that's
Dark
right.
match. But yeah, Shane
He's
got
still
taken
attacked.
out. Then Pat Patterson came out, and poor Pat got taken out, and then Benny Mac shows up to try to save the day, and it was almost like a push schoolboy rollover thing that.
Yeah, Undertaker just kind of sort of landed on Austin, and Shane did the quick pin.
Yeah, he did the really quick count. So yeah, it was kind of wild to watch this. It was actually a great pay-per-view, other than knowing, what we know.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job of taking all that out, which I'm glad they were able to take it all out. I actually looked it up, and when they did announce it, it was before. It was in the right spot where they could take it out, and it didn't affect anything. So it must have been in between matches when they actually announced on air that Owen Hart was dead.
Yeah.
They were able to take all that out, and you couldn't tell. You couldn't really tell. So yeah.
There was a time where I was starting to wonder, did they re-record all of that? Because I swear it was different.
You know what I wondered, and then I looked it up to make sure, but then I saw when they were outside near the announce table because I was wondering if JR and King went back and did the commentary again. But I looked it up, it said they didn't, and you could see a shot of JR where his lips were matching because sometimes they do that. Sometimes they don't do commentary live, and they go back. You can always go back and redo the commentary.
Yeah.
But they did not. They were really holding it together at that point and able to do. Jerry, to me, JR sounded pretty much like himself. Jerry was way toned down.
Yeah.
Jerry was not King. But I also remember that Jerry actually went to the ring when the whole thing happened to try to check on Owen. And when he came back, he looked at JR and said, "It doesn't look good." And I believe that you could hear that over, I'm pretty sure he had his headset on when he said that. So
yeah.
Jerry was definitely way toned down. And you can see it a lot in The Undertaker, see it a lot in Shane. There were a couple times in Austin's face, like when he was getting stomped on, where instead of the look of, "Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked," it was the look of, and again, that look of, did that really happen? What the fuck?
I know when they were outside the ring and Stone Cold was attacking Undertaker, his face just looked.
Yeah.
I still can't, beat me up, it's fine. I can't believe what just happened.
I couldn't imagine.
But yeah, if you didn't know what happened,
no,
you would. Yeah,
you wouldn't have known. Except for you would. I think that maybe like us, if we didn't know, like a fan that didn't know what happened, still might be like, "Boy, why did the mood change so much in the arena? Why is everything so who?" Because like you said, when they came back, it was really quiet, and it was kind of quiet at first.
Yeah, there was no booze when Undertaker came out.
Yeah,
it was
but you could see the emotions. Yeah, and whether people knew or not, people were still talking like, "I wonder what happened. I wonder if Owen's okay. I wonder if."
Well, I mean, if they saw the body and they saw him not moving, I'm sure they had some.
Guesses. They didn't cover him up though, because I'm sure a lot of people assume, but they didn't even know right away. Like they did take Owen to the hospital and they did try some things.
Well, just like any time a wrestler gets injured, you put them on the stretcher, they get stretched out. I'm sure they saw that. And if you're watching, you're looking for signs of life. Like when a football player
thumbs up, or
look at the Bengals game where I can't remember his name right now.
But died.
No, he didn't die.
Cardiac arrest, right?
Yeah. Okay, officially he died, but he didn't die. He survived. No. He lived, but they canceled the entire game because they wasn't sure.
But we saw that on TV, where this you didn't see this on live TV.
I'm talking about the people that were in the arena. Well, they had to have seen him get on the stretcher, unless they did it all in the dark. Those people saw.
Oh, no. I'm saying I know the people in the arena saw him get on the stretcher, so of course they knew something was wrong with Owen. All I said was they never announced to the people that he was dead. They know something happened.
Right, and I understand that, but my point is, I think you could tell with the audience, because any audience members that had a little bit more of a keen eye had to have seen Owen just not moving, moving at all. Put on the stretcher. There was no thumbs up. I'm sure they obviously didn't see a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, I
just saw
There were some people that figured it out. I don't doubt that at all. There were some people that
I
were
think
like,
a
"Oh,
lot of
this
people
is
figured it out, and that's why the audience sounded so weird.
even I." And remember, even on the pay per view, you didn't see it all. I remember that, but even I thought the one didn't make it before they said he didn't make it because
Yeah,
of them going black for so long and everything else. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is not." Because to
yeah.
your point, they saw it in the arena. They didn't show us. They didn't show Owen got out on the stretcher to
I'm
us.
not talking about us. I'm talking about
I
the
know.
audience.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the audience saw it. We didn't. That's my
Right,
point.
right, right.
They saw it. We didn't get to see it. So I thought something was seriously wrong right away too because they just went black. We didn't get to see any of that. We didn't get to see him carry on out. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good.
Yeah. Well, one thing I was looking at, kind of attuned to during this match, because you told me that they didn't announce it to the audience, and I'm like, that audience knows. Like a
Right? Yeah.
big chunk of that
A lot of
audience
them.
knows. And that's
Yeah.
when I started thinking, I was like, well, they had to have seen him getting on the stretcher. They had to see him
Exactly.
just not moving.
Not moving. And it took
Because
them
I'm
out. Yeah.
because he died on impact, right?
Yeah. I mean, they didn't
That is
announce it
correct.
officially right away, but yeah, they said that the impact is what sliced his aorta or whatever, and he bled out. Yeah. So,
So yeah, they didn't see any movement. They
no.
Some may have been like, well, I mean, he's on a stretcher. He might be okay.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them knew. A lot of them had to
And
have
then you had a
known.
few of them that were just like drinking their beers and stuff. And we're like, let's keep going.
Well, you always have alcoholics. You know, it
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
wrestling
yeah,
show.
yeah. So, well, there you go. Like I said, I already ranked it. I did give it a 5.
I'm
But
just
it's
not
a 5.
ranking it. This is not going to be part of my worst or the best match. This is just, I'm kind of ignoring this match when we get to that part.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
I can
just,
agree with
it's,
that because it was weird. It was definitely different. So, yeah, I can agree with that.
I mean, it's just how I'm looking at it. Like, I had a hard time focusing
Yeah, it was hard to
on the match
focus. It was
because
just.
I knew what was going
It was
on.
more about the true story behind it, and it was like, wow, I can't believe these guys just did. So, applause to
And,
everybody.
and it just really sucks that this is the match afterwards. I mean, Undertaker was doing like one of the most demonic things in wrestling at the time.
We were crucifying people.
Yeah, and this happening right after this, it
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 was bad
sucks
timing.
for everyone
Like they
involved.
were even taking heat over, because the churches are saying they were using crosses, and Vince would always be like, "It's not a cross; it's a symbol." The Undertaker's
Yeah, yeah.
that they crucified people. But anyway, yeah, you're right. It was a horrible timing, horrible. Yeah, we should have just never brought the Blue Blazer back, but we can say if and shouldn't have been with but it doesn't matter. So,
I
all
remember
right, well,
being excited about the Blue Blazer return. I thought that was a cool angle, and then yeah.
yeah, it was for a minute. But
So
all
yeah,
right, well, let's take this out of the equation and let's pick some matches.
Favorite match of the night.
Right? Oh, it is. Oh, was this changed last week? Is that new?
that's
That's new,
new.
isn't it? I thought so. I like it. That is new.
Yeah,
And a bonus. This is behind the curtain, but you still have your audio.
I know. I put the audio in there.
No, remember last week after you played that for some reason your audio went out.
Oh yes,
While
I
we were
do.
recording. So behind
I
the
do.
scenes, kids, I faked last week. I faked it. I faked it with Blaze. Tell the world. I faked it at the end. Dude, I like that. That's slick. Nice
You were
and good.
trained by all the women you had sex with.
Yeah. I faked the whole thing at the end. Anyway, so yeah, you still have your audio. Yeah, we're good this week.
Yeah, I
Favorite
don't know
match
what's
of the night, and we're going to take out, as you said, and I agree. We'll take out the main event. I can agree with that. Um, and then taking that into perspective, I almost. This is going to be interesting. This might shock you. I almost went with Triple H and The Rock, but I'm going to go with the tag team match. I'm going to go with the opener because I think it was a great match. And it was a great way to kick off the pay per view. And the crowd was into it the whole time. So yeah, I'm going with the tag team title match. I'm going with X Pac and Kane against Diesel and Mark Henry.
Well, you go with that one. I am gonna go with the second match.
Another good one because it was bang bang
Yeah, I'm gonna.
bang bang.
I'm going with Al Snow and Hardcore Holly.
Oh, look, Mike Foley picked a hardcore match for his surprise.
It
No,
was a
I'll
fun
agree.
match. It was
It was fucking
entertaining.
fun. It was a great match. I miss those. I miss those old school hardcore matches like that, man. Yeah.
I love a good hardcore match where they don't throw in a butt. No, don't get me wrong. I like just all the random weapons, but when you just like have a hardcore match, you take it outside. You use literally anything you have available. I love it.
Yeah,
I just
we haven't
I
seen
have
a
a
good
blast.
concession stand fight in a long time. You know, like
Yeah.
wrestling. Like, come on, go back to tearing that stuff up. You can write a check. You guys got some money. That's a good pick. I can't argue. We actually bragged about one of those matches, and how the pay per view started off so strong. So yeah, good pick.
All right. On to worst match.
Oh, I got this one.
Worst match of the night.
I should not have been drinking while I watched that. That was amazing. Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Dude,
Thank
those
you.
were the surprises you had for me. You didn't want to tell me about. I got
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah. I
like
love
it.
them.
Those are
I
sick.
really enjoyed those.
Yes,
I was working on those the other night.
both very good for sure. I dig it. Worst match of the night's easy for me, and it gives me joy to be able to pick one of my favorite guys in the worst match of the night because it's definitely that mixed tag team match. Jeff Jarrett and Deborah against Val and whatever her name is. Sorry, I forget her name already. My bad.
Nicole Bass.
Nicole Bass. Yeah, there you go. Because I keep wanting to say Katie Vick, and that's not Katie Vick because one Nicole Bass has a pulse, and so that's she's not. Oh, sorry. Bad timing. See, I'm a dick sometimes. It's not a bad joke. It's the wrong episode for that.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
if
a
it's ever
dick.
a good answer for that.
Yeah, but pulse joke right now. Jeez, I'm not the anyway. Yeah, that's my worst match right there, the mixed tag.
I'm with you. It's definitely the mixed tag. It just wasn't very entertaining. Like I said, Nicole Bass and Deborah were just in there so they could have Nicole Bass rip off Deborah's shirt for some reason, because apparently that's humiliating for
those two
Deborah.
Couldn't even fake any kind of wrestling, and then when Val and Jeff were in there, it was fine, but it was like a Monday Night Raw match. It wasn't.
Deborah was literally wearing a puppy shirt, and we know what those puppies meant. So I'm pretty sure Deborah had no issue whatsoever showing off the puppies.
No.
So I mean, Jeff Jarrett might have had an issue, but
he might have. But no, Deborah didn't care. It was like, go ahead, take it. Oh boy, yeah. So there you go.
She was doing that on her own. So it was just a weird time in the '90s where
it is. You gotta love '90s wrestling, right?
It's like, oh no, I'm going to expose the thing that everybody enjoys about you. Oh, let's go. This is humiliating. Oh, I'm sorry.
It reminds me, and it was a clip we showed one time through the one episode where somehow we got off on this tyrant about how we were going to have a Hush Money in the Bank match. That was a good segment. And I'm like, well, it has to be bra and panties if it's going to be a Hush Money match. We got to have it. Sometimes we got some great shit, kids. I'm just saying. All right, well, we did it. We made it through this episode that we weren't that thrilled about, even with the extra added, news of Ozzy. Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. But I like to believe, I'm one of those people. I try to look at the good and the bad, and I like to believe that now Ozzy's at peace. And I really think that concert was like the thing he was waiting on, before he took the ride home. So
yeah. I will say we're not going to do rankings, because we actually do have two of these over the edges. I don't think there's any point in ranking these, especially with the added context. And next week you'll have to find your King of the Ring rankings, because we do have quite a few King of the Ring rankings. We do have rankings for those.
Yes, and next week it is King of the Ring, 1999. I might have spoiled it accidentally. I don't know if that's the one, but I think I might have accidentally spoiled it. Spoiler alert!
Spoiler.
Also, I promise we will discuss, because we're getting close. We didn't have a lot of time to build up to SummerSlam. We will talk about SummerSlam next week. It's just I want to shit on Goldberg, and we had all this other stuff to talk about. Got to talk about Cody too. There was some interesting shit on SmackDown, and I'm calling it now. I'll bring it up again next week, but I see a double turn at SummerSlam. I'm calling it a double turn.
Oh,
Cody heel, Cena face. That's my prediction.
I hope not. I love the Cena. I
I
want
love
Cena.
the Cena run
I want
too.
Cena to stay heel.
Boy, are they dropping some. They're dropping some major Cody heel hints. Maybe Cena won't turn. Maybe Cody will turn, and Cena will be like, "All right, whatever. We're both heel. We're heels."
I do like it. The
And I
Cody
could be
heel
wrong.
turn sounds fun.
I've been wrong before, so I could be wrong, but they're really hinting at some a possibility, or let's just say they're hinting at the possibility that someone that was involved in the storyline may be coming back again. Someone that kind of disappeared. You can look at it that way too.
The Rock.
There's some Rock references getting thrown out. Yes, there are. So we'll talk about that and more next week and King of the Ring 1999. And don't forget, video game review back next week as well. I know you're excited because
I am
salivating these.
I have some work to do.
Yeah, I got to do some checking too. I'm pretty sure we haven't covered any 1999 games. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure too.
I'll double check that, but I'm pretty positive.
Most of 1999 we've been recording now, so
right, because St. Valentine's Day was the last before the break. So
that would have been February. So,
all right. Well, this has been the Boomer Blaze Show. I am Boomer,
and I'm Blaze.
Rest in peace, Ozzy, and good night from Dragon. Oh, we didn't plug.
I
was signing
threw that up there. I was like, wait a minute.
Plug some pluggables real quick. You know what?
Yeah.
It's been a lot. This has been an emotional episode. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. There's where you can follow us. We're at the Boomer Blaze Show on the Facebook, TikTok, Insta, YouTube, and at Boomer_Blaze on the X.
All right. Yeah, you can find me at Dragon Blazer Productions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and you can find me at Dragon Blazer Pro on the X.
Good save, Blaze. Good save.
You're welcome.
And now, good night from Dragon Blazer Studios.